Hello guys. In this video you're going to see how to write or how to type random numbers. Sometimes you just want to type numbers like account numbers, like ID numbers, and they immediately converted it to scientific notation the way you don't want them to look like. And let's have here an example. Let me try to zoom in. Here. I can just let's try to write. Anytime just I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see what I have. You can see my number here, my numbers here looking like the way I want them to look. And let me try to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let me see. You see, they are now looking the way I want them to look. And let me now here try to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let me put another number, 11. You can see how they look right. It's the way it is written. And let me try again to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me now stop on 12. You can see here this is a where it starts to put a scientific notation, and this scientific notation, anytime I double click here, let me try to double click, you can see I still have the number here and the rest number. And let me here now put another number. Let me just try to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can see now, you see, remember the rest numbers. It was 5. Here it looks okay, even if it is scientifically notized, and it is now looking like here there is a plus 14 because you have another number, 1 dot. You see here it is 515 because it is 14 plus this number because here you have a comma, and this is okay. But let me just show you what you will have in time you type up to 16. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now it's 16. Let me now see how it will look like. The last number here is 6. You can see the last number here, remember, it is 6. And let me try to type it over. Just click here. The last number here was 6. Let me see. It's now 0. And this is not what you want. And you see this always one time you are typing ID number, account numbers, and this is very challenging because all the rest numbers here become 0. And how to fix this? This is what we're just going to see in this video. And anytime I have the numbers more than just 15, either it's 16, 17, 18, this happen, anytime it happens. But once they are before 15, you see it looking just a scientific notation, like a scientific, it is a scientific notation, but the rest number don't change. The rest number doesn't change, and you can see here the last number here is 0. And time add here the numbers. So let me change this to 6, 7, 8, 9, and see what I have. The rest number is 9, and you can see now 0, 0. You can see how it is very bad. All numbers here after 16 became a problem. Now, how to avoid this? How to avoid this problem? This is what we're just going to see. There are different ways. There are different ways, but I'm just going to start from here. From Raven, we have this scientific notation. How can I remove this? Let me just here try. Let me just go to 11 because here the numbers before I reach 12, the numbers were looking the way I want them to look like. And here let me try to change this. Let me try to change this. The numbers that are lower than 16, that are lower than just 60, just 16. Let me see, and let me just use a formula. I can use a formula to correct this issue. I can just here put equal and use trim function. Trim function. Now here I click a text, and trim function is going to help me to just have the whole number here that I want. Let me just click here. You can see I have all numbers 12. At the rest number, you can see a 12. Trim function will show me all numbers, because whenever I try to extend here, this number will not appear, but I can just use trim to see this number, or I can double click here to see this number. And this is when you use formula. Another way to have the all numbers, it's just to put here a single quote. Anytime I put a single quote here, you can see what I have. Anytime I put a single before all numbers, you can see I have all numbers. And this is one way to correct this mistake. And let me just now try to fix this also. I can just fix this using this single quote or apostrophe. You can see, and this one will be just collected, but the problem is that I still have zeros. And let me try to do this. Also have the number, and this means that the one way I can even remove this this color. You can see anytime I click here, you see there is this one. I can select and try to click here and ignore error. I can just remove this, and this is one way to correct this error. And how to permanently click just how to permanently collect just to correct this one. Anytime you type numbers, so let me try to create this content. I can create this content. I can just remove this content. Let me go to create content to stay with ranks and show how to deal with this problem. Let me try to type. Maybe it's an ID number 1199 or 0, for example. 5C7 to maybe 051 alpha 2. Maybe this is an ID number. Anytime I click here, you see it is the way we just set it to be. You can see immediately here got 0. And one way to fix this problem or to solve this problem, let me here put one and put apostrophe here, all single quote. Anytime I put a single quote here, the problem is solved. You can see the problem here now it's solved. I can type many IDs. I can just all accounts, and they will just stay in a good way, in the good way, the way I want them to look like. And you see, this is very important. This is the one way to correct this, but this one will be very tiring, because you will just get to write every time. Be ready to put this apostrophe sign. And I can just resolve this by don't putting this this apostrophe sign, but in automatic way. Let me just go to home. Let me first of all select this column. I can select this column. I can select these cells, or I can even select the whole column. The rest, it doesn't matter if I select the whole column. And I go to here to numbers. Here to number, you can see in this tab, I can just go here on this ribbon and go to number and just click here and down. I can just choose numbers, but anytime I choose numbers, it will be very also a problem, because I'll just need to remove just to remove the number after the decimal numbers, then to minimize the decimals. And let me just go down. Let me just try to go down to more numbers format, And what I'm just going to do, I just want to change from general. You remember that here have had general. I'm just going to change from general to text. Let me just go to down here to click OK, and let me just see if I try to type something in this column. We I just converted this to text. Let me try to type. Maybe I just want to type 1111, and I can just type up to any number I want. You can see these are very large number. I can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are this number is very large. Anytime I click here, you can see the number styles. I don't need to put a apostrophe sign here before this number, but I just changed from number. I just changed from general to text, and this is very helpful. And this is one way to solve this this problem permanently, because anytime I copy this number, let me, for example, I can copy this number. Let me try to scroll down here to copy to have different numbers. And let me just try to copy. Anytime I try to copy, or anytime I try to remember that I just customized this on this column. Let me try to copy this and paste it here to see what I have. You can see anyway you can copy this, it will go without just being being in scientific notation, and you don't need to. There is no need to root numbers here. You just don't have to root numbers. All numbers are written the way you want. And to remove this, I told you that you can select here and just go here and just remove this error, ignore this error. And this is very nice. It is as if you just put, it's as if you put apostrophe before numbers, but you did this in a very simple way by just changing from general to text. And this is very nice. Anytime just click on into any number, you can see it is looking the way it was looking. It is very nice and very helpful, guys. And this is a very nice way to write a large number, and they are here written the way, they don't have to change. And guys, we just meet this problem many times. Just we want to type IDs, account numbers, or other numbers like registration numbers. Anytime they're more than 16, they just look the way you don't want them to look, and you can lose the rest in number. And you have seen it this way. And guys, to solve this problem, you can just change from general. You can change from general to text. By default you have general there, but you can change it to text. If you don't see text here, you go to more number format and just go to text, and you can select any column. You select any column and you change from general to text, and the numbers that will be written there will be written the way you want them to be written. And friends, this is very helpful, and I just want you to keep subscribing to my YouTube channel to see more videos like this one in the future. Guys, see you next time.